Layla, when are you going to start picking up and cleaning up after yourself? Honestly, when you married my son, I didn't expect him to be dealing with such a lazy and slavish person. I fully expected you to have some manners and to be able to deal with the household chores. Is it really that much to ask?
What are you on about, Tracy? There's no mess in the house at all. I know because I did a deep cleaning yesterday at your constant insistence.
Well, if it's so tidy, why is there a bowl and cup just sitting in the sink, huh? Explain that to me.
What? That was what I had for breakfast this morning. I was in a bit of a rush considering I woke up late because you decided to hide my alarm clock. I didn't have time to wash up my bowl and cup. But considering that there are only 2 items, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I'll sort them out when I get home from work.
Ugh, don't bother. I've already washed them up and put them away for you. You're welcome, by the way. Not that you were going to thank me for doing your job, anyway.
Thank you, Tracy. However, you know that you don't need to do that. I am more than capable of washing up some dishes once I get back from work. It's really not that big of a chore.
If it's not that big of a chore, then how come you didn't do it this morning, huh? Were you just trying to make it a horrible space for my son to live in? And me?
No, Tracy, you know I wouldn't do that. I was simply in a rush.
Well, that's not good enough. As a wife, you are expected to take care of the house and all of the chores that come with it. Not to mention that you're supposed to make sure that your husband has everything he wants. Just because you have a job doesn't mean you get out of doing these things. It was your decision to keep working when you could have stayed at home and looked after the house and kids. So now you have to deal with the consequences of that decision.
Tracy, you act as if me choosing to go to work is some terrible thing. I enjoy my work, so I'm happy to keep doing it even though I am married. And for your information, the chores are shared between me and Bradley so that neither of us is taking on too much. It's what responsible and caring couples do, instead of shoving it all off onto the woman. As well as that, it's only because I have my job that Bradley and I can afford to keep you living in our house with us. Especially considering that you don't bring any money into the house yourself. We need everything that we can get just to meet the increase in our bills, now that you've started using our electricity and water.
Oh, so now you're complaining that I'm using too much and costing you too much? What a lovely daughter-in-law you are. I feel so welcome in your home. That was sarcasm, if you didn't know.
No, I guessed that it was.
Anyway, you say that both you and Bradley need to work in order to keep me in the house, but we both know that that isn't true.
What do you mean?
Oh, do come off it. We both know that you only stayed at your job so that you could flirt with all the men there. There was no reason for you to stay there, not when Bradley is earning so much money at his work. I know that he's the one who pays for the house and bills. You don't really bring anything of value to the home.
And is that how you really feel?
Yes, it is.
I see. And who told you that Bradley earned more money than I did and that he paid for everything to do with the house?
Well, Bradley told me so himself.
What?
Yeah. The other night when you were working late again, although I'm pretty sure I know what you were actually doing, I asked Bradley if you really needed your job. He told me that you didn't, as he earned enough money to pay for the house and everything else. So basically, I know you just go to your job to get attention.
That's not true in the slightest. I love my job very much and I enjoy what I do. That is why I wanted to continue working. As for Bradley saying that he can afford this place on his own wages, well, I'll have a serious talk with him about that.
You can't get mad simply because I told you the truth. Even if you don't like it, there's nothing you can do about it. Face it, you just weren't cut out to be my sweet little baby's wife.
We'll just see about that. Bradley, why did you tell your mom that you could handle the finance of the house and bills and everything else without me? And that me going back to work was just a way for me to flirt with other people or something ridiculous like that?
Oh, Layla. Well, I guess I told her that because she was annoying me. She kept going on about how I should be the man of the house and you should be the woman of the house. I started to tell her that you needed to work so that we could afford the mortgage payments, but she looked so disappointed that I just blurted out that you do your job for fun because I can cover all the expenses. I didn't want to see my mom upset or worse, have her think that I'm not the man of the house simply because I earn less than you.
But you do earn less than me.
Well, she doesn't need to know that.
Bradley, you need to tell your mom the truth. She has been driving me mad with all of her accusations and belittling. She was complaining to me simply because I left a bowl and a cup in the sink this morning in a rush to get to work.
I know that she can be a little bit temperamental, but she means well. It's just her way of helping out.
I don't think it is. I think that she's purposefully trying to be difficult as a way to try and make me feel bad.
Are you seriously suggesting that my mom is being petty? That's my mom, Layla, and I don't appreciate you implying those kinds of things about her. I love her dearly, and I would be happy to see the two of you get on, so at least try to do so.
I am trying. I've been as gracious as I can be by opening up our home to her so that she has somewhere to live. I shouldn't have to put up with her belittling and nasty attitude as well.
Are you sure you're not the one being horrible?
No, of course I'm not. Whose side are you even on? Okay, I'll try. For you.
Thank you.
You're a little snitch, you know that?
I'm sorry?
Telling my son that I've been acting horrible to you? It's only what you deserve. You can't provide for my son the way that I can. I mean, you can't even look after a house for him. If anyone should be yelled at, it should be you.
Why are you acting so horrible to me? What have I ever done to make you hate me so much?
That's simple. You took my son away from me.
What?
Yeah, he should be relying on his mom to do things for him, not his useless wife. In fact, you don't deserve this house given how you let it get all messy and everything. And considering that my son is the one who pays the mortgage and all of the bills, you're not actually wanted here anymore. I think you should leave. For good.
You have completely lost it now. Are you seriously trying to kick me out of my own home?
It's not yours. It's my son's. And he agrees with me.
No, he doesn't.
Ask him yourself.
Fine, I will. Bradley, your mom has gone too far now. She's trying to kick me out of my house. Can you believe that? I think it's time that we tell her that she needs to find somewhere else to live.
I'm not just kicking my mom out of the house. Besides, she has a point. I'm getting so sick and tired of your constant whining about her. Maybe it would be best if we just went our separate ways.
What? Are you seriously choosing her over me? I've done everything I can to make you happy, even letting you move your mom in with us even though I didn't really want to. And you decide that I'm the one being unreasonable and horrible?
Look, it's obviously not working out. Let's just be adults about this and end it. I'll keep the house, of course, as both me and my mom live there, so it only makes sense.
Oh, does it now? Fine, you can keep the house if you want it that bad. I'm sure I can find somewhere nicer anyway.
Whatever, just try and move your stuff out ASAP.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
So, did he finally tell you to pack your bags and take a hike? Huh, I told him he should have done that ages ago. He can do so much better than you for a wife. Not to mention that the house is ours. Honestly, you didn't stand a chance against me. I can't believe I actually get to keep living here though. I thought for sure that you'd put up some sort of fight for it.
Oh no. Like I told Bradley, the house is all yours. I'm sure I can find somewhere much nicer.
Huh? As if. Your work is all nonsense. I bet you don't even get paid that much. You'll probably come crawling back to Bradley begging for him to take you back, and I won't let him.
Believe what you want. You'll see soon enough.
What does that mean? Layla? Layla? Answer this phone right now. How could you do this to us? I thought that we were your family. Layla,
Oh, Tracy, what do you want?
how could you just sell the house like that? I mean, I don't get it. You shouldn't be able to do that. Bradley was the one who paid the mortgage and everything, wasn't he?
Actually, Tracy, I'm the one who did all of that. My job pays much more than Bradley's does, so we agreed that the mortgage would go in my name as I was the one with the highest wages. And because I technically own the house, that means I can do what I want with it. Even sell it.
Yeah, but we're your family. You wouldn't kick your family out of their home, would you?
Oh, please. You never saw me as your family. All you thought of me was that I was some useless girl who stole your son away from you. Well, you got your wish. Your son is all yours, but the house is not. Think of it as compensation for the hell you put me through when I had to live with you.
But,
Sorry, but I'm really not interested in whatever vile tirade you want to spew. I am a very busy woman, although I suggest that you and Bradley move out of the house ASAP. I've already got very interested buyers wanting to take a look around.
don't be such a selfish witch. Just let me and Bradley live here.
No, I don't think I will. Not after the way you both treated me. You deserve to find your own place to live. Although, with Bradley's salary being so small, I can't imagine it will be a very nice place. Oh well, that's your problem, not mine.
Why, you...
Anyway, I've got a very busy day, so I'm gonna go. Please don't message me again. Goodbye. I ended up selling the house to a lovely couple who had a baby on the way. They were thrilled with the home and couldn't wait to start their little family. Tracy and Bradley were kicked out of the house, which meant they had to find a new place to live. They ended up renting a tiny, run-down apartment as Bradley couldn't afford anything bigger on just his salary alone, and his mom refused to work, instead demanding that her son provide for her. If only Bradley had listened to me, maybe he wouldn't be in the mess he is in now. Oh well, sometimes you have to let people learn the hard way.